The goals of Herbalife have always revolved around the personal drive of Mark Hughes. The Herbalife story is his story.
Let's make Herbalife #1! Woo!
My first customer was my granny. I stuck the can over in her face and I said, listen, Granny, you're fat. You need this stuff.
I got on these products.
This is a success story.
How many of you know 10 or more people that want to lose weight? Trust me, if you're here for the first night, you start using these products, and even if you don't have any weight to lose, you'll feel so good in the next 2 weeks, you won't even believe it. Herbalife will accept anybody who wants to talk good about Herbalife. It doesn't care who you are. Herbalife does everything for you, and you got a business in a box that can make you a fortune. What an incredible idea. A business in a box that can make you a fortune. Okay? Unbelievable. It's unbelievable. Okay? There's nothing else like it. Okay? And how does it work? It works so quick and so simple, it's mind-boggling. So you can do it just as fast as you want to. And this is what we call is forever. 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 Even though you didn't get them in the business. It's forever. Okay? Now that is incredible. $1,000, a $500, to $20,000. So watch how this works. This is you right here. This is them. Because it goes down on everybody. $2,000, $65,000 to $10,000. See how this works? Awesome.
It's a great profession, but you make no money at it.
When I was 17 years old, I got kicked out of school. Went out and bought a new Lamborghini Diablo because I can't drive a Diablo all the time, so I went out and bought a new 993 Porsche. When I was 19, I got my income. I made $100,000 a month, and getting that delivered next month.
And Mark Hughes told me that he told me things that nobody ever told me before. And he said, I want you to listen real carefully. It's pretty remarkable. If you wonder how we make so much money, how to become a rich person, actually help save lives, bring as many people as you can, get many, many people involved in the company, duplicate yourself through other people, and you'll get rich. It's real simple, and that's how you get rich. It's a very simple concept. You want to earn $20,000 a month and earn millions of dollars every single year. Probably $100,000 your first year in this business. I promise you what I'm saying is absolutely true. I don't believe it does.
This Herbalife product is amazing. But what happened to my grandmother was simply amazing. Absolutely amazing, okay? Thank you so much for giving me this Herbalife product. Now, let me give you a concept, okay? The first problem when you get started is just getting started. Okay? And you're trying it for that very first day. Okay? Does everybody remember that? You felt good about what you were doing, but you wanted to throw up at the same time. Sweat starts going on the t-shirt, right? And it just seems like comes out of your mouth, right? Okay? You're all going to go through this. And it just makes sense to get it out of the way quick. And then you go home and you think about do, and you think about do, but you don't do. And that happens about 50 times. So if you want to get it out of the way quick, here's the way to do it. You all got to get over it, okay? And your people all got to get over it, okay? The second time you do it, it's a little easier. Okay? And pretty soon now you're very strong about what you're doing and you're confident about going out. Okay? And the more action you get, the more confident you get. And you go out and do it a lot and you're not so nervous. You can do this 50 people or on the street or however you do it at a party plan or whatever way you want to do it. You sit down with someone or it's a group, however you do it. Or you can do it in the next 30 days. Because everything that you do is quick is better and easier, and I'll explain that here in a few minutes. In getting people to make fun of your button, and people that laugh, shakes twice a day, tablets 3 times a day, lose weight like crazy, story, give me the money. but then you get, and they give you the money. That's what's so amazing about the Herbalife business. How much would it cost? For $100 lousy is you get a distributor kit, okay? But I'm just giving you the bad result here. What a business! That's unbelievable. This is unbelievable. This doesn't happen in normal businesses. Learning this information is great, but it's useless. Just because they say no doesn't mean no, okay? They want to do it. A lot of times you take that personally, like you bad person kind of thing. You know? So they want to do it, okay? God, you're not even going to believe it. It's this incredible product called Herbalife, and it comes in 3 incredible flavors: chocolate, vanilla, strawberry. Which one would you like to drink? Give me the check. They want to see what's in your eyes, what's in your heart, okay? And I'm telling you something. That's why if we can feel down in the pit of our stomach, and they feel what we say in our heart, and they feel what we say in our eyes, and they start to believe in how it comes out. Because most of the customers, if they say no to you, they don't want to try this. Let me tell you something. They don't mean no. Not what you say, how you feel about what you say is what's important. And someone who's very negative is very happy.
Many times it's not what you say about the products that's important. It's how you feel about what you say about these products that are important. Because when you use them, you get the confidence to look at people's eyes, and what comes out from your stomach and your heart comes out in your mouth, and people feel what you say.
They're going to buy all these kind of products that you see sitting up on this table here from either you or somebody else, okay? And the difference of them buying them from you is a small difference. It adds up to be the major $100,000 a year difference. Write this one down because this is a big one. All we talked about was the future and how it was going to be and how everybody was going to lose. And more stories and more stories and more stories. Telling them one story is great. Showing them 4 stories is better. Showing them 100 stories, it's going to work, it's going to work, it's going to work. It's got to be all at once. Lose your weight. I promise you, any of you that are having problems with selling the product, you are pitching something that's not reality. If you have one customer and it's a refund, how's your business look? Bad, okay? 1 pound, 2 pounds, 1 pound, 2 pounds. And it'll take care of everything. I'm serious. Sometimes we have this ability to lie to ourselves about why things are not going right. It's how you feel about what you say about these products that's so important. It's no wonder people don't believe so much. Not much. And so keep it fresh by doing lots.
Check out our little customers sometimes. Here comes Mary. She's waddling down the aisle. She's very excited, okay? And she puts it on the counter like this, and she's 100 kilos overweight. Ooh. Oh. She goes, Bob, she says, could you tell me about the button? And he goes, oh yeah. He says, this stuff's unbelievable. You're not even gonna believe it. And she goes, okay, I'll do it. She's all excited about her little box, and she has her little bottles, and they're all set up, and it's all neat and everything, and she's very excited. Her big, fat, negative husband walks in the door, and then he looks over and he goes, hey, what's that? She says, you're not even gonna believe it. I met this man down at the grocery store who was a truck driver who was wearing a lose weight now, ask me how button. He says, what? He says, you've done some pretty stupid things before. He says, how much did that cost? She says, oh, about $200. What? Now listen, Mary, get a grip. Couple $100. He says, this is just unbelievable. Okay? And just about then, the two little fat children walk into the room. And they go, what's wrong, Daddy? He says, what? Mommy's going on a new diet. And they go, no, Mommy, no. Just about then, the telephone rings. Ring, ring. And it says, how you doing, Mary? She goes, oh, terrible. Using the product, it's just terrible. And then the Herbalife person says, he says, I don't care what your big fat negative husband says or what your little fat chubette children say. I want you to get back in that kitchen. And her big fat husband keeps coming home every night. And all the neighbors are seeing.
Sometimes I see people, please, please, please get into my business because I'll make some money and stuff like that. No, you got to switch your thinking, okay? They ought to be begging you. Man, am I glad you got to meet me. We got the greatest thing in the world, and you have the attitude that you're going to get rich, and they're going to get rich. What I'm going to explain to you right now, there's a couple of big things I've explained to you that are important. Just keeping everything fun, simple, easy, magic. With the $3,000 housewife, truck driver, auto mechanic stories, okay? And now your person sitting out there goes, wow, if that housewife can make $3,000, maybe I can make $3,000. Bad housewife, crazy woman, lunatic with powders and tablets, okay? Wow, he's going to help me out here. Once you got somebody signed up, here's what I would personally do, okay? Write that down. If you don't, somebody else will. Now, where can we go to find people? Write this down, word for word. Will people ask what the heck is in those tablets? If you follow what I say, write this down, you're going to make a minimum of $50,000 this year. You'll make $125,000, and that's the least amount of money that you're going to make. Because I can't get up in the morning and drink your shakes for you, and I can't get up in the morning and take your tablets for you. You got to do that yourselves. We take everybody. Go out and do it and make it happen. It'll happen, trust me. What's the story on your button? And you go, well, let me tell you about it, and they run away. Hands up. So you can see this is what happens usually. You're real scared, and all you can do is just stand there with your little leaflet and go, we're going to talk about the least amount of money you guys can possibly make doing this plan. So you can only make so much money with your own two lips. The way you can make lots of money is by having your two lips do some of the talking and having lots of people doing lots of talking. By the way, does this seem reasonable to everybody? Now, this is a very important concept. Okay, very important concept. All right? We had all of our guys in the beginning on this. Jerry, Doug, everybody, right? And this made us rich by doing this. Okay, simple concept, simple deal. And they say, well, what's the deal about? And they say, well, listen, you got 9 minutes to listen on how you can make $50,000 this year and $125,000 next year with the hottest company in the country. Is that reasonable? It's ridiculously reasonable. Okay? If they say no, you're just the worst on the phone, whatever. Okay? You're terrible. Now, what we're not going to talk to you about,
which is why we want you to keep coming, the more meetings that you come to, the more outrageous stories that you hear. Because they've tried again, and they've lost every single time.
Let's say you make the lowest percentage that you can possibly make in the company, any kind of way that you're doing it. You made $3,140 your first month. Now, this plan is guaranteed to work. If we told every one of you, everybody in the back of the room, that we would pay you $3,140 to just go out and talk to 10 people a day, okay, no matter what happened. If you just went out and did that, we would write you a check at the end of the month for for $3,100, how many of you would do it? Of course. Okay, we're just going to make the lowest possible deal. Now, here's what's going to happen like that when you get this kind of momentum going. Everything's happening, your check starts coming up, and everybody starts getting crazy. Trust me on this. Don't try to figure this out. Just listen to it, okay? After we send you the money, try to figure it out. You're going to get this at the end of the day, by the way. You're already on the get team. You're already on the get team. Exactly. I'm giving you the worst odds, by the way. The worst odds. Everybody starts saying, oh my goodness, everybody's going to get rich. The pitch is true. And everybody starts going crazy. So I'm giving you the worst odds here. Only one. Out of the 30. Only one. This is ridiculous. Only one. Because we got the hottest diet of the century. Your actions don't exactly match what you're saying in your pitch. And you're saying, listen, if we don't do this now, it's going to be too late because everybody in your everybody that you know is going to sign up. We got to get them on the telephone right this minute. We got to go. Let's get the phone. Let's get the book. Let's make some calls. Let's hit it. Listen, this unbelievable company, it's unbelievable. Now write this down. Don't analyze this. Don't try to figure it out. Don't be going, oh man, I wonder if it works. Forget about it. It works. Trust me. Just go out and do it and watch the money start coming in.